Analysis: we need to rewrite this Reddit post into a 2-3 minute voice-friendly script. The guidelines: conversational flow, I statements, direct addressing, natural breaks, full words, no emojis, no markdown, no special characters. Avoid abbreviations. We need to preserve key events. It's a family disagreement with mother and mother's coworker. Must be family friendly. We should compress and clarify the story, keep emotional arc. The story: morning, mother talking to coworker, mother's coworker complaining about a woman asking questions about size of something, maybe a product. The narrator says, you can just Google it. Mother says no, don't encourage. Then mother says people's younger generation uses Google, etc. She says you should Google Centrelink, maybe for welfare. The narrator says she's trying to find a job. Mother gets defensive. The narrator goes to room. Mother says walk to your room. Narrator listens, hears them. Then some minor back and forth about mood being gloomy. Mother says, why don't you talk to me? Don't bottle it up. Narrator says talk. Mother says, I don't want to fight. The coworker continues talking about the disagreement. The narrator tries to shift conversation. Then coworker leaves. Later coworker comes back because of lawn mowing. Narrator locks mother and coworker out so they can work. Coworker says love you bye. Narrator replies okay bye. Coworker comments that narrator didn't say love you back. Narrator says it's an ass. Then a family group chat. Mother says have a good day my children, love you, be safe. Narrator replies you too, but usually says love you too, be safe. She knows it's not good. She apologizes. She says maybe just over emotional. She apologizes for spelling. We need a 2-3 minute script. That is about 300-400 words. 2-3 minutes speaking at ~150 words per minute. 300-450 words. Okay, let's produce about 350 words. Use conversational, simple sentences, insert some pauses. Use I statements, you. No emojis, no markdown, let's produce. We should avoid Aitah. Keep tone friendly. We'll aim for a natural narrative. Let's write assistant final. Let me tell you a story that happened this morning. I woke up and heard my mother talking on her phone with a co-worker. She was grumbling about a woman who kept asking a lot of questions about a product's size. The co-worker said the woman could just Google it, but my mother said that's not a good idea. I heard her say, don't encourage her to just Google it. I tried to speak up and said, you can just Google it. My mother interrupted and told me not to do that. Then she started talking about how we older people don't know anything and how we always Google everything. She even mentioned Centrelink and how she couldn't keep paying for us kids. I said I'm trying to get a job and I need money, but she accused me of getting defensive. I was so upset that I just walked to my room. She told me to go to my room and left me on my bed. I could still hear them talking, so I put on my headphones and listened. After a while she came back into the room and asked something small, but I was still feeling glum. She thought I was being gloomy and said, you're always going to be upset. I said no, but I was still upset. She reminded me, why don't you talk to me, don't bottle it up. I tried to explain that I was just listening to stories, but she said she didn't want to fight. The co-worker kept bringing up the same issue, so I tried to shift the conversation. She left for a few minutes and then came back because someone was mowing the lawn. I had to lock my mother and her co-worker out so they could go to work. She said, love you, bye. I replied with a quick okay, bye. She said I didn't say love you back, and I realized I was being a bit harsh. Later in the family group chat she posted, have a good day my children, love you, be safe. I replied, you too, but I know I usually say, love you too, be safe. I messed up again, and I feel like I'm being over-emotional. I'm sorry for how messy this sounds, and I'm still a bit tired. Maybe it's nothing, but I guess I just need to calm down and not overreact. Thanks for listening.